Wild cattle have become one of the major issues for Australian farmers. It's estimated that there are currently over 2.1 million wild cattle roaming across Australia's grasslands and forests. With a population growth of about 15% per year. The vast areas with abundant food sources in Australia have created ideal conditions for wild cattle to thrive and develop. But what happens during the dry season when food becomes scarce? This is the time when wild cattle herds become extremely difficult to control. During this time, the lack of food and water forces wild cattle to travel further. And that is when major risks arise. According to the Australian government reports, there are over 500 traffic accidents involving wild cattle each year. Causing millions of dollars in damage and seriously injuring at least 20 people. Wild cattle often appear on major roads. Major routes where traffic is heavy are suddenly interrupted by herds of cattle, causing not only traffic congestion, but also threatening the safety of road users. Not only vehicles, but infrastructure like fences, signs, and roadside constructions are also damaged. As herds try to cross, causing damage up to $50 million annually. Given the negative impacts of wild cattle, hunting is one of the top measures to control these animals. Hunting wild cattle is an activity that requires thorough preparation. Strict compliance with legal regulations and permits issued by local authorities. Participants in hunting must be well trained and experienced. To to ensure safety for themselves and the environment.
Good job.
The two most common techniques are using guns and bows from a distance. These methods are preferred because they minimize the risk of direct confrontation with wild cattle. Using guns from a distance is the most effective and popular method. For those with high skills, bows are a great choice for hunting in a quiet environment, without causing loud noise. Although more challenging, bows allow hunters to handle situations more gently and precisely. Hunting wild cattle in Australia is an activity strictly controlled by legal regulations. If you hunt without a valid permit or use unauthorized weapons, you could face hefty fines. Even permanent revocation of hunting licenses. Due to legal violations in hunting, authorities are increasingly stepping up supervision and inspection of wild cattle hunting activities. To minimize risks and improve hunting efficiency, the use of support tools like binoculars, GPS devices, and animal tracking apps is essential. Whenever we talk about controlling the wild cattle population, there are always two clear sides. Those who protect the animals' rights to live and those concerned about public safety. So, do you support using guns to control the number of wild cattle in Australia? If you agree, comment 1. If you disagree, comment 0.
Hello everyone! Australia is currently struggling with significant challenges due to the increasing population of wild cattle. The consequences of this population increase affect not only agriculture, but also infrastructure and community safety. Today, we will explore the challenges that farmers and hunters in Australia face as they deal with the wild cattle population. The presence of wild cattle in Australia has become an urgent concern, especially during the dry season when these animals wander in search of food. They move onto major roads, causing severe traffic disruptions. In Western Australia, a herd of about 300 wild cattle caused severe traffic congestion, forcing hundreds of vehicles to halt for hours and resulting in significant economic damage from vehicle collisions. Such incidents highlight the risks posed by wild cattle, which can behave unpredictably and even attack vehicles and individuals. With the increasing danger posed by wild cattle, hunting has emerged as a primary method for population control.
I did it.
Hunters must have a government-issued license, pass proficiency tests for bow and gun use, and demonstrate the ability to navigate challenging terrains. Each hunting license specifies the number of animals that can be hunted in a given season, which is crucial for maintaining sustainable wildlife populations. Hunting wild cattle is not an easy task and requires hunters to have thorough preparation and experience. Typically, hunters move on horseback and must stay low to avoid detection by bulls. Hunting wild bulls comes with various challenges, not only physical dangers, but also legal risks. Abuse of weapons during hunting has led the government to tighten oversight and impose strict penalties. In November 2022, a group of hunters faced fines exceeding $50,000 for illegally using machine guns to hunt wild bulls, resulting in their weapons and equipment being confiscated. In 2022, a notable success from bow hunting programs resulted in approximately 15,000 wild cattle being culled. However, bow hunting must also adhere to strict regulations. Hunting in reserves is prohibited, and valid permits are required. To hunt with a bow, individuals must possess a hunting license that includes requirements for age, experience, and health checks. Only those 18 years or older with at least 2 years of hunting experience can apply for these licenses. In 2021, about 1,200 hunting permits were issued, of which only about 60% were designated for wild cattle hunting. The hunting of wild bulls raises important questions about safety and ecological balance. About 40% of Australians oppose wild bull hunting, citing concerns about biodiversity and the survival of the species. In contrast, 60% of Australians, particularly farmers, support hunting, viewing it as a necessary measure to manage the wild cattle population, reduce infrastructure damage, and decrease the risk of human attacks. Do you think hunting is the best approach, or are there more effective alternatives to consider? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Hello, my friend. Today, we embark on an exciting journey to explore the challenges and strategies involved in managing invasive species such as wild boars, bears, and coyotes in Texas. These animals are not only part of nature, but also factors that have serious impacts on agriculture and the ecosystem of this land. Their population increase and invasive behaviors have led to estimated damages of around $52 million annually, creating significant pressures on farmers and local authorities. Wild boars have become one of the most notable wildlife species and a major threat to Texas agriculture. Since being introduced to the US in the 16th century, wild boars have adapted well to the local environment and quickly grown into a large population. They have a high reproduction rate. Each female can have multiple litters each year, with each litter consisting of 6 to 10 piglets. This leads to a rapid increase in numbers, placing significant pressure on farms and natural ecosystems. To control the increase of the wild boar population, Texas has implemented several strict hunting measures. Hunters are allowed to use specific firearms, such as the Winchester Point .308 rifle or .44 Magnum revolver, while automatic and semi-automatic guns are prohibited. This regulation aims to ensure safety for hunters and protect the ecosystem. The use of large caliber guns not only enhances the killing capacity, but also ensures that hunters can protect themselves in dangerous situations, especially when facing wild boars that can become aggressive when cornered or protecting their young. During the hunting season, which lasts from September to March each year, hunters can hunt wild boars without limit on the number. This differs from other species like bears, which have stricter regulations regarding numbers and hunting times. Texas also leads the nation in wild boar attacks on hunters. Hunters need to be well-versed in safety rules, such as never going alone while hunting, using protective gear, and always keeping firearms in a safe condition when not in use. Participating in hunting safety training courses is also encouraged to minimize risks for both hunters and wildlife. Bears, powerful and formidable creatures, have become a significant threat to farmers in Texas. According to the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department, TPWD, with their keen sense of smell and excellent foraging abilities, bears often invade cultivated areas, leading to crop destruction and estimated damages of up to $15 million annually. The rapid increase in black bear populations, especially in East Texas, has raised concerns among the farming community and driven the demand for stricter management measures to protect crops and the natural ecosystem. The increase in bear populations not only causes economic damage, but also poses dangers to local residents. Bears can become aggressive when they feel threatened or when searching for food, especially during the summer months when food becomes scarce. Numerous incidents have occurred where bears invade residential areas, injuring livestock or even attacking humans. To address this issue, wildlife management agencies have implemented strict regulations regarding bear hunting. One of the most important regulations is the prohibition of hunting mother bears with cubs or bears under 2 years old. These regulations aim not only to protect future generations of bears, but also to maintain ecological balance in their habitats. Hunters who violate these rules face severe penalties, including the revocation of hunting licenses and fines of up to $5,000. These measures serve not only as a deterrent, but also contribute to raising community awareness about the importance of wildlife conservation and their habitats. Coyotes, with their intelligence and high adaptability, have become one of the most notable wildlife species in the ecosystem. They are not only effective predators, but also play a crucial role in maintaining natural balance. Managing coyotes is very important, as uncontrolled increases can lead to negative impacts on agriculture and the environment. Each year, only 500 to 700 licensed hunters are allowed to hunt coyotes. These regulations ensure that hunting occurs in a controlled manner, helping to maintain coyote populations at reasonable levels. Hunting is restricted to open grasslands or mountainous areas where coyotes typically reside and operate. Hunting policies have successfully reduced the prairie coyote population to about 4,000 to 5,000, thereby minimizing agricultural damages to around $1 million annually. Thank you for watching the video. We hope these wonderful moments have given you excitement and exploration into the world of wild hunting. See you in the next videos.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hit the like button and subscribe so I can bring you new and better videos every single day. Thank you so much.